Hey, I believe that this is our first time meeting each other. Well, officially and formally, of course. You're Xiao's. I mean, my younger brother's best friend, right? Did I perhaps get you wrong? You're. Yeah, yes, yes, I'm Leah. It's very nice to meet you too. Hmm? No, of course. It's a pleasure to be here. I know Xiao recommended me to tutor you, so well, it is my job after all. Well, since this is our first lesson together, consider this like a free trial. Yeah? You can decide whether you want to go forward with this later. You don't need to worry too much. Ah, yes. Thank you for inviting me in. Are we going to be heading to your room? Or... Alright, I'll follow you there. Oh, this is a nice spot. A glass of water? Thank you. You really are prepared, huh? Now then, shall we get started? This isn't an alcohol. See? Even though it does have an alcohol functional group, it's attached to a benzene molecule. Yeah, it's a common mistake students make. Just remember that it's only an alcohol group if there's tertiary carbon attached to it. Don't worry, it's just a minor mistake. Would rather make mistakes now than during the exam, right? How about this question? Do you think you can solve this? I... uh... Oh, sorry. It must have been rude of me for staring at you like that. Of course you get self-conscious. It's just that sometimes Xia would tell me about stuff about you, you know? And the habits you make. I guess I was putting two and two together just now. And I mean, I know you've come over to our place a few times too, but it's the first time we've been up close like this. He is right. Did you know that your nose scrunches up when you're deep in thought? It's cute. There's no need to be shy like that. It's just amusing. It's cute. But enough talk. So, do you need my help? Here. Alright. Here. These two solutions both have acetate ion in their formula, right? That means the common ion effect will have to take place. You've already written out the acid-base equation that will take place. So, since initially both solutions are at a concentration of 1m, so we plug in those values, and since the change is unknown, we will label them as x. And so, you're writing our equilibrium concentration amount, 1 minus x, x, and 1 plus x. There. Put these values into the Ka equation, and Ka is 1.8 times 10 to the power of negative 13, so... Hey, Did you get any of that? Were you just staring at me? Is there something on my face? Or am I just pretty? I'm joking. It's fine. You don't need to explain yourself. Anyways, it's also almost 1.5 hours since we started this session, so you must be tired. I've written out the aspects to this question, so perhaps just take a look at it and hopefully you'll be able to figure out the rest yourself. And if you're still clueless, of course, you can come look for me some other time. Well, you know, anytime. If it's not intruding to ask, may I know the ways you studied before this? Group study. I see. Well, group sessions are great in a way to help you revise content and correct each other's mistakes. Myself too. I find myself being more focused if I were to study with my friends compared to studying alone. Sometimes you're your own distraction, right? Or did I perhaps was the one who distracted you today? Hey, you're red as a tomato. Come on. I was just joking. Alright? But I really need to know. How was it for you? How did you find our session together? Oh? You found it helpful? Then I'm glad. I'm really happy you found our time meaningful. But truly, and honestly speaking, you're a pretty quick learner. And you're actually able to grasp and understand concepts like this. Well, I guess you're more suited for a one-to-one session, right? I too personally find tutoring you pretty easy as well. Don't you think we get along pretty well in that sense? Oh, on pen and paper. Over academics, that is. Sorry, that came off a bit weird, right? But as I was saying, you actually barely made any mistakes at all. Well, some teachers may use a very roundabout way of explaining things, so that might come off as pretty confusing. As if chemistry wasn't already confusing enough. But once everything's broken down like this, it's much easier to understand, right? Of course. I'm genuinely happy I was able to help. Well, I think we should be done for the day. I'd hate to say this, but I really enjoyed spending my time with you. And hopefully, we'll be able to continue sessions like these in the future as well. Oh, and if it's not rude to ask, may I know your schedule? For planning purposes, that is. Oh, no worries. Yeah, of course you can text me a schedule. We can work around it. Don't worry. And here... yeah, it's my number. Or you can just refer it to my brother. Both ways work. Hmm? Oh, no. It's not a weird thing to ask. Venue-wise, it really depends on each student. Most of my students, I tutor them at their place, but I have a few that sometimes, due to their part-time jobs, I have done sessions outside as well, if you're interested in that. Overall, I think I'm pretty flexible, so we can make arrangements and discuss them together. Of course. Oh, you don't need to worry at all. For someone as special and close as you, I'll always try to find time for you. No. Again, thank you for having me today. As much as I enjoy talking to you and spending my time here, I'll be taking my leave. I need to pick my brother up for his soccer training. Well, I really hope to hear from you soon. So, I guess I'll see you then.